was no ordinary shoeshine boy. While others set up their stalls in bustling markets, he chose to station himself right outside the bank, catering specifically to wealthy white folks. He'd polish their leather shoes with meticulous care, taking his sweet time, while occasionally glancing up to eavesdrop on their conversations. As soon as the white customers paid and left, he'd whip out his notebook and jot down everything he'd just overheard. Turns out, it wasn't about the measly cash he earned from shining shoes. What he really wanted was the priceless financial knowledge those white men spilled in their chats. At such a young age, he already had his sights set on making big bucks like them someday. When there were no customers, he'd sneak up to the bank office window and scribble down the manager's discussions in his trusty notebook. This was Texas in 1939, a place where black people faced severe discrimination and oppression, with countless obstacles blocking their path to entrepreneurship. When the boy got home, he proudly showed his father the little notebook. But instead of appreciating and encouraging his son's intelligence and exceptional talent, the father responded with fear and resignation.
He's born the wrong color, son. Negro man can't earn money, but this white man won't let him no matter how good at it you are.
Yet, the boy's only reply was the determined look in his eyes and an unwavering resolve to overcome any challenge. Fast forward 12 years, and the grown-up boy moved to Los Angeles with his wife and child, hoping to escape the worst of racial discrimination and start a business. The family of three had to settle for a tiny storage room at his wife's uncle's place. During dinner conversation, the man shared his dream of becoming a real estate broker, only to be mocked by the uncle. But his wife had complete faith in his business acumen, believing he was destined for greatness. The very next day, the man hit the streets, scouting for houses to sell on commission. With his keen eye, he spotted a massive opportunity in buying homes and renting them out. The city's black residents had the financial means but were crammed into overcrowded black neighborhoods, while white areas had plenty of vacant houses. If he could snag those white-owned houses at a low price and rent them to black tenants, he'd be raking in some serious dough. He quickly zeroed in on a white-owned apartment complex. Although the entrance was overgrown with weeds and no one gave it a second glance, the man recognized its prime location right across the street from the black neighborhood. He tracked down the owner, offering to buy the building for $30,000, but the owner insisted on $40,000. The man pointed out that only half the rooms were rented, suggesting it'd be smarter to sell it to him for $30,000 now, and he'd give the owner an extra $5,000 once he'd renovated and fully rented out the place. The owner admired the black man's business smarts but wasn't keen on risky ventures. The man understood, but as he was about to leave, he noticed a calendar on the owner's desk, a gift from a bank manager. Struck with a sudden idea, he made a beeline for that very bank. He approached the front desk, but the female assistant, seeing he was black, claimed the manager wasn't in. Despite him sitting right there, the man had no choice but to wait outside. When the manager finally emerged, the man hurried over, explaining he'd been referred by one of the manager's clients and needed a loan. The manager looked him over and ultimately refused. That evening, the man got a call from the apartment owner. He openly admitted to his ploy and sincerely apologized. To his surprise, instead of berating him, the owner was impressed by his determination to seek out the bank manager even though he knew it was a long shot. It showed his unwavering confidence in the deal. The owner agreed to take out the loan in his own name. The man successfully bought the building, but when he set out to renovate, he discovered the racial discrimination